Ahoy, you all. Hello. It is Teeth. Good day. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. Um, so I just looked up and today is Friday the 13th, and I'm thinking like, what the heck is Friday the 13th? So from what I know is from a serial killer named Jason, um, and I guess he's known for Friday the 13th. If I don't have, I think if I have the serial killers together, as far I don't know if it's Jason or Jason X or Michael Myers. I used to think Jason X and Michael Myers were the same people, and I guess they're not. They both walk around with knives and masks, and it's like, I don't know. You know how you think, like, oh, that's so, like, but from what I know, oh, Friday the 13th, oh, that's the scary movie of Jason, walking around with a knife and, serial killing for seasons and seasons and series and series. Okay, but when I looked up when I Googled it, it's like, okay, well, one part says, oh, this is a superstition, or like a culture of superstition to where, okay, you may have bad luck on Friday the 13th. It might be, craziness, or like you say with the whole Jason thing, it might be, oh, scary movie, or watch out for Friday the 13th. And then another part too, as I was looking down, it's like, oh, the religious side of it is to represent Judas, which is another scary thing. Having mugs, being in bed with people, or having dinner with somebody who's going to be the death of you, or somebody who can't be trusted. So it's rumored that Judas, which is the snake that set up the Jesus as you know him, it was said that Judas was the 13th guest at the Last Supper. And pretty much after the Last Supper, then the Judas set up the Jesus as you know him, and then the rest was history. And I'm thinking, like, you know what? I think I relate more to the whole Judas thing. As far as my Friday the 13th is watch who the hell you're around, because more times out of any times has it been those who are closest to you. I'm going to always stand by that. If I flip a coin and ask myself, are you in more in danger with the people who are around you right now, or with a perfect stranger if you just jump out into traffic and just decide to hang out with random strangers? I think you'll be more in danger with those who know where the money bag is, or those who know what your weakness is, or those who know where your oxygen tank is. You see what I'm saying? Because again, as a stranger, even if I do want to rob a stranger, I don't know what's in your wallet. When you go to rob people, it's like, okay, well, I'm robbing you for the hopes to gain something. I mean, even with it's rumored that you have millions and billions. I still don't know what's in your wallet. Like I say, when I rob you, I mean, unless we go to the bank, you can take me to the bank and let's empty your account. But you still don't really know, as far as being from afar. And I'm thinking, like, that's actually very telling that they had the story in there of Judas, because, okay, so February, you have Friday the 13th. And then March, you have Friday the 13th. So that means you got two snakes. A snake in February and a snake in March. And I'm thinking, like, see, that's why, even though I grew up watching Jason or Malcolm X, not Malcolm X, Michael Myers, I think they call him like Michael X or something. One of the shows were X. That's where I got the X from. But basically, when we think of Friday the 13th, oh, that's the serial killer movie, or that's the killer from Jason, or this and that. But no, it's more eye-opening to think of it as the snake, the Judas. Who is that Judas that's around you on Friday the 13th? And then speaking of the Last Supper, I don't know if that was on a Friday, because it's like, why would it land on the 13th? Okay, maybe it was a Friday, and you're the 13th person that showed up at this meal, and then you done effed it up for us all. But I'm thinking it's very telling to have, for that to be so symbolic, to have two back-to-back Friday the 13th. And I'm thinking, like, the symbolism behind it is, and really every month should be Friday the 13th, because if you think about it, if you look at it the form of a snake, back-to-back snakes, that sounds more realistic than back-to-back killings. We'll even go as far as saying, oh, people don't kill like that all the time, but the snakes are out, yeah. Because here's the thing, though, you have a better chance of running into snakes than serial killers anyway. Because these serial killers, they have to kill at a certain time. Snakes, they don't take breaks. They really don't. Now, they might smile, or they might stop hissing for the time being, but they're not gonna, you don't stop being a snake just because you ate, or just because you already set somebody up. You're still a snake. Even if I only set up one person, you're still a snake. Because it's the way you operate. You slithered around, you're in bed with me, having dinner with me, and you mean me ill intent, honestly, that's probably worse than a serial killer, to tell you the truth. I'm just killing you for fun because I don't have a board. Okay. At least I can say I didn't have a reason, but if I'm literally, I know your schedule, I'm in bed with you, asking you how you doing, helping you look for your wallet when it's in my pocket. You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking that's worse than any serial killer you'll meet. So with that being said, what I take from this, that Friday the 13th, it's to let me know who are these snakes. And mind you, I don't have any snakes around me in this moment because people are not allowed around me because my killer instinct chakra is being activated and I'm not choking it back. I'm not saying just go, none of that. Okay, so right now I have to get away from people for their safety purposes, because I'm not gonna, not gonna be in a predicament. I'm not gonna be feeling uncomfortable around people. I like to be cool and comfortable, and if it's not cool and comfortable, then tables will be flipped, asses will be beat. Period. Okay, but yeah. So Friday the 13th twice in 1 year, and then things are getting crazy in 2026, and I'm thinking, the story of Judas, and I'm thinking, I know plenty of snakes, and like I say, for me, that's why I say I can relate more to the story of Judas, because the snakes that I have met have been the snakes that's within my circle, the snakes that share my blood, share my damn last name, the snakes that I am in bed with. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, those are the type of snakes that I've experienced in my lifetime. So that's why I'm more like, I don't give a damn if you family, friends, hoe, bro, whoever you are. Like, that's why that don't work with me. Well, I'm Black Jesus. I'm this bitch if you don't get away from me. So it's one of those. Because I feel like when it's the best move for the snake is to be as close as possible. Okay? Even the biggest snake in the world, the anaconda, can't really wrap its body around you and choke you to death or strangle you to death unless they get close enough. Even if they're big as hell. Oh yeah, I might be 300 feet long, but I still got to be in your vicinity. Even if I'm tiny, I might be a little tiny snake, but I still have to be in your vicinity. So I'm thinking that's what's more scary about a snake versus a serial killer, because it's like you'll think like, okay, a snake, they can work from any angle, but I think snakes work best up close. The closer the better. And I'm not saying that I can't make a phone call as a snake, like, oh yeah, well, I can't get to Texas, but can you go to Texas and take out Billy for me? That's one thing, but again, it's always worse when I'm right there. You were at my wedding, you met my mother, and it's just the betrayal. Yeah, so those type of Judas snakes, I thought that was very telling to me, because I'm thinking like, okay, that would be a scary movie for me, being in bed with a Judas or with a two-legged snake, and come to find out this snake will be the death of you. Yeah, so those aren't chances that I'm gonna be willing to take. So I'm okay with getting rid of family, friends, bros, hoes, Joes, whoever you are. I'm okay with getting rid of every damn body for safety purpose, their safety and mine. Because no friendship or having no two-legged creatures around, it ain't worth it. Unless you're armed security that can be trusted, because sometimes security, all it takes is a Big Mac or $1, and they'll fold too. Especially, and I hate to sound ignorant, especially the quote-unquote black ones. It seems like all it takes is a piece of fried chicken or a pink man or a pink woman, and y'all fold. Seriously, that's why I say y'all niggers are weak. Seriously, I mean, you just can't handle temptation. I got a chicken sandwich, and most of y'all niggers will fold in at the chicken sandwich. Get one of those Popeyes chicken sandwiches. That's what I'm saying. So, only people who I will be around is well-trusted, armed security who don't have a weakness for fried chicken, or their oppressors. You can't have a weakness for that, or even for $10. Oh, I got $10 for you. So make sure all of those needs are met, so you don't have to be bribed with a Popeye's chicken sandwich. Yeah. So that's another reason too. You just don't know what people will fold for. I got $10. With times being so hard, people will fold for any damn thing. Will do anything for a nickel. And I'm thinking, like, yeah, that's another reason why people won't be around me. Yeah. So. And that's another reason too why I mentioned, please don't count on me, because like I say, the way people are going and that slippery slope downhill, the way they're going, there's no sense in me helping people anymore. Because again, if you chose to go downhill, you're gonna go downhill solo. Please don't ask me to scratch you up out of that hole. At that point, only thing I can do is stomp on your hand. Just like I had to redo 2 videos because it started to get started to get a little sinister. Like, okay, I'm like, oh, I'm not saying that I want to kill somebody, but I'm not, not saying that my mouth was foaming. I wasn't foaming at the mouth when I was talking about it. But like I said, if you get yourself into a hole, or your hands are, you got one hand on the bridge, your hand are slipping, and you lift your hand to me, at that point, it'll be much easier for us both for me to just stomp on your hand. You see what I'm saying? Versus me pulling the muscle in my arm and, just hold on, Johnny, one more second. I'm not doing all that. It'll be so much easier for us both for me to just move your hand off of that ledge and just help you finish falling. And I'm being dead serious. So, yeah. So Friday the 13th, what I got from that is, so you got two phenomenon, or two, what is it, every blue moon superstitions coming around, and it's like they happening twice. So I didn't notice it. Some guy mentioned it yesterday in one of his videos, and then I looked at the calendar. I'm like, I don't even, because half the time I don't know what the day is, so I gotta look at the calendar. But yeah, it shows Friday the 13th as of today, and then Wednesday, which is literally probably a month later or so, Friday the 13th, back to back. And I don't think that's ever happened in history. It probably has, but I never noticed. But yeah, I don't even usually notice the Friday the 13th unless I run into it. I'm thinking like, but it used to be like, okay, maybe every few moon, or every few moons, or every full moon, do you see the Friday the 13th? But two back to back, it's like, It's like we have a lot of historic moments, especially 2025 is one big historic moment, and then now we have more crazy historic or crazy interesting times going on. But yeah, I just found that very telling. I'm thinking like, oh, okay, wow, I can believe that. The story of Judas, 13th guest. And one more thing before I shut up. There is something about the 13th or the number 13 or the number 14 that is also symbolic. Now I don't know if it's, let me see, 13, 14. I don't know if it's 13 or it's probably 14 to tell you the truth. But they say on the elevators, if you have like elevators that are like anything more than 14 stories, I'd be like, oh, the 4th floor, the 15th floor. So if you have, I think it's the 13th floor on up. Some hotels, they don't have the 13th or the 14th button. And I got those two mixed up. Which one is it? The 14th floor or the 13th floor that's missing? But there's something about that too. I'm saying these numbers are pretty interesting. Yeah. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that and just put my spew in on there. Put my 2 cents in on some Friday the 13th history. I did not know it was associated with Judas, but I can believe it because it's pretty telling. For it to be such a scary day, I would be scared to know that I'm in bed with a Judas, with a damn snake, asking me how I'm doing, and then gonna set me up as soon as I say I'm well. Okay, good. Now I'm about to set your ass up. Yeah. So anyway, all right. Well, be well and be safe on this Friday the 13th, and watch out for Judas's bitch ass. All right, be well.